Hi everyone, my name is Tia and I got literally one comment about my nails and I decided to make an entire video about it. In case anyone is curious, because I've been doing my nails on my own for like 4 or 5 years and I feel like I've gotten my technique and what works for me down. These are my natural nails. These last me about 2 weeks without any chipping or anything like that. That's not the same as getting like a gel mani at the salon, but sometimes we just gotta do what we gotta do. All the supplies that you'll need are gonna be in my description and I hope you enjoy. I hope this is helpful. I hope you learn something. Okay, hello, I'm ready. These are my naked nails. I will usually literally have like an audiobook or a show, but since you're joining me, I will not do that today. But just know, once you get the hang of this, it'll go by really fast. You're gonna need some cotton balls, some Q-tips, especially Q-tips. Cotton balls are more for like emergency if you totally mess up a nail, but you're gonna definitely need Q-tips. A nail filer is an essential. I like the crystal ones a lot better than just like a regular tweezerman, like these, I don't even know what they are, plasticky ones. The grit is a lot smaller and also they just feel better on your hands, on your fingers. I feel like they're just better for you in general. To be honest, like the investment, it's only a few dollars more. It's definitely worth it. I've got my little tiny clippers. That pack also came with a cuticle pusher, an epinicium pusher, whatever. We use this I think like every 3 to 4 times I do my nails. And then again for cleanup, you'll need the e.l.f. concealer brush for this. It's just so tiny. It's very thin and flat and small, which is really what you're aiming for. So any kind of leftover brush you might already have at home will definitely work for this. I'm using this summer, winter, it doesn't matter. This is my color. It is the Cold Brew Crew in the Essie Expressi brand. First of all, that is so freaking cute. I love the name. I love everything about it. This is literally my favorite nail polish. On the same note, I love this top coat. This is the only one I use. Sally Hansen Dries Instantly top coat. This is what you'll need because honestly, who has the time to wait for your nails to dry? I've tried the no chip top coat. I've tried a lot of other top coats. This is the only one you're gonna need. I also really like the Sally Hansen base coat. Unfortunately, I ran out. I would highly recommend that you invest in that one as well because I've literally noticed a difference between me using the base coat versus not using the base coat. This is my favorite nail polish remover. It's pretty cheap at Target and just a couple alcohol prep pads. So the first thing I do is I go in with this. We're not even going to touch the nails yet. We're actually going to be touching the skin. This is personal preference. I like to trim just like this dead skin I've got on the sides. I think I have more dead skin because I do this step. That's what my mom says. I don't know if I would recommend this to everyone. You can roast me in the comments if you feel like this is incorrect, but I just do this really quickly. I've also laid down 2 tissues just because that's how I operate, and then it just catches everything and you can just chuck them. And I don't do this step every time I do my nails. I feel like it's like a once a month type of thing. And be very careful when you're using these because they are quite sharp. Like they're not messing around when they make these, so. And then I know that some people cut the epinicium, which is like this dead skin right at the top here. Professionals will do it for you. And then I will say I'm not a professional at this in any regard. I'm not trained. This is just years of experience of doing it. So I used to use this and I used to push my little epinicium down. It's not technically the cuticle. I like trimming the epinicium a little bit just because it makes the nail bed bigger so that my manicure lasts longer. That's really the only upside. Again, this is a step that I don't do all the time. It really depends on if I feel like my fingers need it. And go really slow when you first start using this tool because I did like make myself bleed in the past. And this is like your health, you know, so you don't want to get any infections. You don't want to get the most important part is your safety. If you don't feel like you can do this, then definitely skip this step. Now we're going to take my crystal nail filer, which I absolutely adore, and then we're going to shape them. I think it's called almond. So my thumbs are the fattest fingers, so I literally just go up. And you'll get used to what shape you like and how your fingers are shaped. So I rarely feel like I touch this part. And then you just kind of have to like check and see, okay, do I like how they look? Is one side less even? And notice how I'm like curving around the top rather than touching the top at all. And then what I like to do is after every nail, this part, ouch, my elbow, this part at the edge, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down like this, and you're kind of just gonna smooth out this edge. That's gonna make the nail polish stick a lot better. Right down, like perpendicular like that. So that kind of deals with the shape. So we're gonna continue that with every single nail. Notice how I'm going kind of underneath the nail, and I'm really grabbing the side of my nail just so that when it grows out, it doesn't get like this weird little like bump at the side, because you really are trimming the whole nail right here. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do the perpendicular to every single nail. Now I need to make sure that my rights obviously match the length, because I've definitely done it before where I've made like one nail way too short and then I've had to readjust all 10. How I do it is I put the nail file right at the side of my finger, like it's pressing up against my finger. You can really tell. I'm gonna go underneath the nail and then go down. Now you could tell that these are generally the same length. I feel like this nail is a little bit fatter, so I'm gonna kind of curve that a little bit more on the sides. Perfect example. This one is a little bit longer and fatter than this one, as you can see. So we're gonna try and fix that by really getting at the top and then going down. Yep, now they're the same length. What we're gonna do, what really helps, and this is like an important step, this is what will make your nails last a long time. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go on top of your nail bed and you're gonna like horizontally bring the nail file. Not too much pressure, but enough to create some type of friction between nail polish and your actual nail so that the nail polish can like stick better to your nail. You're gonna go super lightly and try not to hit your eponychium, because sometimes, especially after you cut it, it's quite raw. Quite gently, you're gonna go and you're gonna cover the whole nail. Again, I'm like really just surface level grazing my nail with the file. I'm not really adding too much pressure, but I want to make sure I'm covering especially the sides. All these sides are where the chips are going to come first, so those are really the points where you want to make sure you're getting it. So then your nail looks a little rough around the edges. So this is what your nails are gonna look like compared to this one we haven't done. It's so much smoother on my right side, but this is what you want. Now that your nails sufficiently look crazy and dry and kind of disgusting, honestly, you're gonna go wash your hands. Okay, I'm back. Oops, sorry, I just bonked you. Moisture is like the evil of all evils when it comes to nail application, so definitely take this alcohol wipe, and this is the step where we're gonna go in. And this is just really important for the nail bed itself. We wanna get all the moisture off so that the nail polish, again, the whole goal is that the nail polish sticks as best as it can, so it lasts as long as it can, and it looks good as long as it can, and it does not chip. And then honestly with this, I'll probably just like wipe here. I don't want to waste it. I'll wipe my phone because you'll probably get like nail dust on it. This is not even sponsored too, but Moft sent me their like origami inspired tripod for your phone, and I got it like a week ago. It has changed the game. I wish I was exaggerating, but it's actually insane how helpful this is, how useful, how high quality. It has like 2 different kinds of stands. Anyway, I will have a code in the link in the description. This is perfect for doing your nails. Like, Literally, I could not have asked for a better tripod thing. So I'll have a link in my description. This step, I would use the base coat. So seriously, like that's an important step. I really wish I had it with me because I know that my nails would look better and I could show you guys. What I like about that base coat too is that it dries fairly fast as well. So you don't really have to wait around for it. Now you have your base coat on. Awesome. It's like fully dry. You need to make sure it's fully dry. And then we're going to go in with our cold brew crew. And what I love about this one too, one, it's a fast drying formula, but look at the way that their brush is designed. It's like a flat fat brush. So a lot of brushes like this one, do you notice how it's not as fat as the Essie Expressi one? Some actual nail polishes, not just like a top coat or anything, look like this, and this application just makes it so much easier for you. It goes on faster. So how I do it, you're gonna take it, you're gonna brush off one side of the nail polish because that's way too much, and then I go and I brush off like half of that front side, okay? And then you're gonna flip the application so that the more covered side of the brush is on the bottom. I start in the middle like that, and I literally brush down like that. That's how you get that really good application on the bottom. And if you get it on the sides, that's okay, because that's the reason why we have Q-tips. It's honestly a very trust the process type of process, because your nails are gonna look ugly while we're doing them. Like, I'm being so serious. I mess up on my nails a lot, and that's okay. So notice how the whole part of the bottom is covered, and also most of the sides. I mean, that side's like not looking too straight, but that's all right. I'll get it in the next coat. Show you that again. I go and I wipe fully the back, and then I do like a little bit on the front, and then I flip it around right in the middle, and then push, push, push down, and then up. Push, push, push down, and then up. Make sure you get the sides. Push, push, push down. Push, push, push down. And look, I got it all over the side. That's okay. Make sure you do these edges. Go like that, so that it kind of seals it in. And yes, I got it on the bottom of my finger, that's okay. And I think the key to nail polish application is thin layers. You have to be mindful about like where you're putting your other fingers while you're painting your other fingers. That's another thing that like I didn't consider that is really annoying. So for example, like you need to paint your pinky, you need to be mindful of all these nails that might bonk the side of the desk. So keep that in mind. And then if you leave them like this though, your arm can squish them. So these are all just things that you'll get used to and you'll get more comfortable with as you do your own nails. Sorry for bonking you. Very thin coat of your first layer done. I noticed that like, so my right hand is obviously my dominant one. So I think to make your right hand easier, like move your fingers rather than the application, like, or the applicator. For my left hand, when I'm doing it, I'm utilizing my right hand so that I'm using the brush as the controller. But because my left hand is so unsteady, I'm more using my finger as the controller. Perfect. So first coat done. It does look a little patchy, but again, I do like 3 coats, so like don't even worry about it. Just be mindful, because the messier you are, the more you're gonna have to clean up. But don't worry if it's messy, because you could just totally clean it up. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. Automatically, that's the second coat. You could tell. Look up immediately. Oh my god. Look how much cuter that looks compared to the first coat. So definitely layer. Okay, and then this is kind of a prime example. I messed up. I don't know if you can kind of see how textured that middle finger is. It's because I swiped too many times. This formula is so self-drying that you really go like swipe, 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 and then you're kind of done. Like, it already starts drying. So I kind of messed up this finger already. So I might take a Q-tip or a cotton ball to it if I do the next coat and it still looks like that. I don't know if you can really tell, like this finger, look how textured that is compared to how smooth this one looks. But the technique of using a fast drying formula, fully, it's like all the pros just outweigh the cons, because yeah, you have to go a little bit quicker, but then you're like really not waiting around. That's pretty messy on the side. It's just messy right now, and that's totally okay. See how the brush just like pans out like that? That's what you're looking for in an applicator. So 2 coats already This looks so much better than the first coat. It's a little bit messy on all of them. That is 3 coats. Oh my god, I literally love this nail color, so I made funny. Okay, last coat. All my nails beautifully covered. Are they messy? Yes, and that is okay. Close this super tight, you don't wanna waste this. Now we're gonna go in with our Q-tips, and this is where the magic happens. This is where you make your nails look really, really good. Because right now, the nails look good, but they're also like messy. Don't walk out your house like this. You're just gonna dunk your Q-tip in there. Get it nice and soaked. This is like where the magic happens, seriously. You're gonna grab it with 2 fingers and you're just gonna roll the Q-tip so that the skin is going away from your nail. And you're gonna clean all of that up. Did you see that? Just clean all of the remnants up so that you go right against your nail bed. You can clean the bottom of your nails, go down. And again, you see how you're pulling? I'm pulling the skin away from my nail bed with the Q-tip so that you're avoiding getting any of the edge of your already nice, beautiful nail. Like that. Ta-da! And the sides are clean. With the bottom, again, you're gonna go so that you pull the skin downward. And I don't know if this is like bad for your skin, girl. I'm not a professional. And sometimes, right, the Q-tip is too fat. This is where your $1 brush comes in handy. All you do, dip it in this, and then I usually use this for the bottoms, because then you're just gonna go and gently, look at that. Thumb done. Look how cute it looks. So I've got nail polish all over this finger. Brush, 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 brush on the end. Brush the skin away from the nail bed, and then after every nail I'll usually do a little dippy dip so that it's quite soaked for every nail. Skin going away from the nail bed so that you're not getting any of the side of the nail polish. You could pull your skin too with your other finger, like I'm literally pulling the skin. Be careful while you're doing this, because again, this is nail polish remover. Don't scrunch your fingers up, don't bonk anything. So this is kind of where, if I mess up, I usually mess up at this stage. Index finger, done. Clean up all your little fingers. My left hand is done. See automatically the difference between my left and my right now? Like the right just looks like, look at that finger. That just looks ridiculous. So it's really easy to just easily clean up the sides, especially with like quick drying nail polish. At that point, just like test them. So this one's pretty dry. I usually like to test the last one just to make sure. This one's a little bit tacky still, so depending on if they're fully dry yet, I would put the top coat on right now just to let them sit a little bit, because again, I like efficiency, I don't like waiting. Since it's not ready yet, we're just gonna continue with the right hand. Ta-da! Now we're gonna do our dries instantly top coat. I'm running out of this, or like the brush. I wish the brush was a little longer because I still have so much product, but the brush is like, it's hard. So grab like a big glob of this, because this thing dries so fast. They are not kidding. Coat your thing and then just go for it. Go quick. Go super, super quick. Sometimes I'll need to grab a second blob. Go fast. Like when they say dries instantly, they dry instantly. I'll probably do another coat of that because that didn't really go on as smooth as I wanted it to. But if you have a full one of this, it's really not that big of a deal. And then just swipe, swipe, swipe. One on the left, one on the right. Ugh, that is so perfect. Look at my index finger. A perfect nail. This one looks a little bumpy. You could tell that's a user error. This is how it usually looks. No doubt about it, I will be repurchasing both the SE Expressi Cold Brew Crew and this top coat from Sally Hansen. And then also try your best to do the edges too, because that really just seals it in. Because what's going to chip is the very top first when you're doing stuff or you bonk it. So try and get that edge in too. Just to seal it all in. Ugh. Look how cute. And I think it really does make a big difference in terms of shininess. I think they just look a lot smoother. I think the top coat really pulls the nails look together. That's kind of the strategy. Right at the bottom, you're gonna swipe left, you're gonna swipe right, and then you're gonna swipe in the middle, and then you're gonna curb off the edges. So bottom, swipe left, swipe right, swipe one in the middle. That's my baby right there. Everything is already dry. Like, I just did my pinky on camera with you. It's dry. Like, it's crazy. And they're so much shinier. The danger about putting two top coats on, like this is a prime example. I tried to fix my mistake and now this thumb has some air bubbles in it. So just learn from me, just do the big glob on the first go. From far away, like, yeah, if you're looking at my nails like this, you can see a little bit of texture. But if you're walking out and about, someone is just gonna say, oh my God, your nails are so cute. And I can say, thanks, I did them at home. So the last step that I would recommend that you do after I like lotion my hand, I will go to bed with this nail oil on, this cuticle oil. I'll usually just put it on the sides and at the bottom. And I do feel like it helps the health of the skin around my nail bed. And since it's like in the middle of the day, I will probably like have to wash this off later, but I would highly recommend just keeping that oil on for like the night. And you'll wake up tomorrow with beautiful, beautiful nails that you'll absolutely love. That is the finished product. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys have any questions, I would love to answer them in the comments. But this is like years and years of my own practice, and I'm really happy with my process and how they look. I'm being so serious when I say I get a lot of compliments in person of just random people at the grocery store saying like, oh, your nails are really cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know this is not the usual kind of content that I make, but I hope this can help literally one person. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next week in the next video. Bye!